Hey everyone, George here, and today we're taking a look at the K780 multi-device wireless keyboard from Logitech. One of the main features of this keyboard is that it allows you to connect with the 3 different devices all at the same time, and that could be a tablet, a smartphone, or any type of computer, Mac or PC. It's really neat, and it all works behind the scenes with this dual connectivity. So Logitech always supplies their usual unifying wireless receiver with all of their devices in case you have an older computer that doesn't have Bluetooth, but this keyboard also has Bluetooth to connect to those smartphones and tablets, or say you have a newer laptop that also has a Bluetooth connection. It's also great to note that Logitech took a step further and actually encrypted the signal between your keyboard and the device you're using, so you know you're safe and sound from hackers when you're sitting out in public using this keyboard. This keyboard is powered by 2 AAA batteries and actually has a stated life of 24 months, which is pretty crazy. Logitech has always been known to have good battery lives on their devices, and I'm sure this one will last 24 months. If not, when you need to change the batteries, on the top right corner there will be a little blinking light telling you that the batteries are almost dead. You can go ahead and switch them out on the back side. There's a little panel where you can also store that little unifying USB receiver if you're not using that, and you can also have access to those batteries. The things I really like about this keyboard is, for one, the keys on there. They're very similar to that of a MacBook Pro, the older style that had the regular keys, and they're really comfortable. They're quiet to type on, and you can type on them for hours, and I really got used to the layout. At first it was a little confusing because some things were kind of shifted compared to my old keyboard, but very quickly, within a few minutes, I was already used to this keyboard, and I'm really liking the keys on there. What's also nice about this keyboard is that they have both Windows and Mac OS keys already labeled on there, so when you switch between the 2 operating systems, it's easy to know where your shortcuts are, and it just makes it so seamless, which is why this whole keyboard is a multiple device keyboard meant for multiple OSs and everything. It's just really nice to use. Now for this keyboard, I opted in for the black and white look. I think it's very clean and very minimalistic. Also, there isn't much finger smudging. I haven't seen it, so it stays clean all the time, which is really great. The build quality is also phenomenal. Even though it seems like it's made mostly of plastic, it's actually very sturdy and has some heft to it. If you try to bend it, you don't really see much bending, so if you go like this, I mean, it's really solid. So this is definitely a keyboard I would be definitely comfortable taking with everywhere with me, and the fact that I can use it between a Mac and a Windows and even my phone when I want to, it's just really awesome. This is probably like the perfect keyboard to have on the go. Also, the dock where you put your tablet or your phone is very sturdy. Even when you're pushing hard against your phone, you won't really feel it like it's about to come off. It stays in there pretty well, which is nice. Now there's just a few things I kind of wish were different about this keyboard. The first is that if it had backlit keys, it would have made it a lot easier to work at night with this keyboard. Even though the keys are easy to read, of course the text is white on a black is very contrasty and easy to look at, but having those backlit keys just makes the keyboard look nicer and much easier to work with at night. Another thing about this keyboard that kind of got me at first was the arrow keys. They're a tad small for my taste. My previous keyboard kind of had those big blocky standard keys, and those were easy to use. I use Excel a lot, so I use the arrow keys to navigate in a worksheet, and it kind of took a little bit getting used to, but at first it was kind of hard. I was missing the arrow keys here and there, and eventually I got used to it, but I kind of wish they were just a little bit bigger. I know this is a portable keyboard, it's very compact. The rest of the layout is great, but just those arrow keys were a tad small for my taste. The last thing, I kind of wish there were more color options for this keyboard. I like the plain black and white look. It's very clean and fits my setup well because I wanted a minimal keyboard. But they have another keyboard that looks identical to this one. It's just missing that number pad called the K380. That keyboard comes with 4 different colors, surprisingly not in black and white. They have a blue, an orange, like a grayish, and I forgot the last one. And they look nice, so I kind of wish they had brought those colors or maybe different colors to the K780, just to like allow people to kind of choose and maybe spice up their setup with a different color keyboard. Especially having it on a white desk, it kind of makes the keyboard pop if it's some, say like orange, which is really nice. Now I want to point out I did have a little bit of an issue when first setting up this keyboard, and that was setting up with the little unifying receiver. I kind of had some trouble. It wasn't pairing initially with my Windows computer. I was following the steps, but I noticed after a few tries that when I would push the key I was trying to map that computer to, which was key number 1, after doing the steps they told me and pushing that number 1 key again, all of a sudden it was paired to the computer. So I don't know if maybe that step was missing from Logitech's little pamphlet. Either way, it ended up working. It was just a little bit of frustration for about 5 minutes, but I'm glad it started working. When using Bluetooth, there are no problems. You select your device in your menu, say on your iPhone, you go down and look for the keyboard to come up, and instantly you connect after typing a passcode, which is really nice and it works seamlessly and great. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you did enjoy that video, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you have any further questions, leave them down in the comment section below. If you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel because I have some great content coming up pretty soon. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on another one.